What's up, gang? Today we're reacting to celebrity worship is somehow getting even more disgusting. Wow. Video by Amazing. Let's see what this is all about. Let's go.
Look, you think I'm pretty?
Of course.
You want some head? You want some head?
Crazy. You want some what?
Go on some head.
Yeah.
I can't say that
Yes,
out loud.
you do. You know you do. What? I say you can find out though.
I can find out.
Hello?
No, but I'm saying I can't say
Let's
that
go.
in public, though.
But you can find out.
It's cool.
Look,
I
no hands, no hands.
Bro, he's good. He's good. Take the hint.
I don't care.
I don't even really know what to say to something like that. Celebrity worship has always had place and space on this channel to be talked about. I think it's a very interesting topic as to how us as normal people, yes, I am still a normal person, goes above and beyond for people that we don't know. Could be some of the worst people in the world.
I think it's very funny and it's very it's insane to see, to be honest.
Could be some of the best people in the world, but at the end of the day, you have no clue who they are. I find this example from Duke Dennis to be so interesting because just a couple months ago, as he was outed for potentially having a bunch of baby mamas and babies running around the city and stuff like that, women and people were so adamant on the internet about this was good, this was great, that people were exposing Duke Dennis, that this would deter people from being his.
I do think that's fucked up, you know? I think kids should be left alone, and if you are a social media personality, that doesn't mean we should have the rights to get to see your children. I've always found that a bit weird.
Next victim in a baby mama fiasco. But there's something that people didn't factor in. The freaked out freakball woman who is obsessed with celebrities.
I give phenomenal head.
No, I don't doubt that, but I'm saying I can't say that. I can't
But
say
you
that.
can find out though.
Huh?
I say you can find out though.
I can find out.
Yeah.
No,
Bro, she's begging, bro.
but I'm saying I can't say that
Let's
in
go.
public, though.
But you can find out.
Digital footprint looking like it's got athlete's feet. It's so amazing how this person is so willing and able to do this while knowing that she's going to be on camera, while knowing that this is going to get clips, and while knowing that this has the potential to go viral. But does she give a damn? No. Does she care about any baby mama allegations that Duke Dennis got on his head? No. Because she can't even see clearly enough to not say these things on the internet. It literally takes Duke Dennis having to tell her that what you're doing is not right. You don't have to go about doing things this way. This isn't going to get you where you want to be in life. For her to kind of get some sort of clarity on the situation.
All right, listen.
Yeah, guys, you gotta remember, dude, digital footprint is real, bro. This will be fun on a night out. I hope she's reliving this. I hope she's okay, but this is wild, bro.
Never again.
Not loud. Not
I know,
loud. Not
listen,
loud. You're not
listen.
gonna embarrass me.
I know I'm not.
Now she cares about the embarrassment. Crazy.
I'm not listening.
He's not going to
Never
embarrass you?
again will you go to anybody.
Well, not. It's
Hold on,
not
hear
just
me out. I
anybody.
know,
You're
I
not
know
just
that. I
anybody,
know
though.
that, but I know that. Hear me out, though.
Duke, you gotta.
I know, but listen.
Duke,
Just hear me
you're
out, though.
Duke.
But listen,
You're Duke
but just
Dennis.
hear me out, though.
That's crazy, bro. You're him. You're him. This is your role.
Okay, I'm hearing
Are
you.
you hearing
Bro, I don't know how he does it, bro. Living a life like this would be insane.
Listen, you hearing me, you ain't listening, though.
Okay, I'm listening.
Look, never do that again.
You just touched my titty. I hope you know that.
No, I'm sorry. Never
Don't
do
be
that
sorry.
I know, but like, never again. Alright? Keep that shit on the.
DL.
Yeah, no nobody need to know what you're working with
Right,
until they
but I
find
didn't
out
say
what
it to
you
nobody
working
else.
with. I know. Until they find out what you working with, then that's when you feel me? Nice to meet you.
My name is Armani, by the way. Armani, yeah.
Dude, nice to meet you.
Another added layer of embarrassment to that is she did
Why is he introducing himself? Why you she knows your name. She knows who you are.
all that without him even knowing her name. She had to introduce herself to him after she had said that his dick and balls could be at the back of her throat. I don't know how she thinks that that's okay. Where are her friends? Where are her parents? Now, there's
Bro, I'm dead. Oh my god, what world are we living in?
something interesting to bring up in this specific dynamic here. I can't help but notice the genders in play here. Duke being a man, the young lady Armani, the one who is acknowledging that she can do two hands, no hands, one hand, which did Duke go Did he find out? I think a lot of people would have found out. But the woman in
Hoe activities at its finest.
question is indeed a woman. Now, there's something to be said about how women can sexualize male celebrities in a way that is totally normalized and totally acceptable to the general public. It's crazy because this isn't the first time that Duke Dennis has been sexualized like this, to a slap on the wrist as a punishment.
Josh or Duke?
Duke, I'm sucking
That's crazy, Glaze, bro. No hesitation.
Duke's butt and everything.
Now, while the person interviewing her had a mouth that was agape, and I definitely made my comments on it because that was strange at the time. I don't know why people think that that's okay. For the vast majority of people, they think that stuff like that is okay. Sexualizing male celebrities is perfectly normal. Something to do in public, something for, you know, common folk to talk
Nah, it comes with the territory though. Like you can't not expect it.
about on the internet. And there are a subsection of people that think these people are degenerate. But celebrity worship and the way that people view men as like sex objects that should not have their feelings considered has gone to extremes of extremes. Like I can only think of two different instances where Meg Thee Stallion had a meet and greet and a man walked up to her and grabbed her buttocks and saw the reaction behind something like that versus the reaction for Chris Brown and this specific photo. And actually in the Meg Thee Stallion comments, people are coming to Meg's defense and saying that, hey, this is totally weird and disgusting. But in the Chris Brown one, those comments are for all this. And speaking of the Chris Brown meet and greets, this is a perfect
Yeah, I think it's weird. You can't male and women, they're not men and women, they're not treated the same, you know? As in you can't expect a man's sexual the way he's perceived, the way he's being sexualized to be the same as a woman. Two completely different things. Because women are sexualized every day without the clout too, you know?
example as to why celebrity worship has gotten totally out of hand. Women are losing their minds left, right, and sideways for somebody who, for all intents and purposes, has a bunch of allegations and past history on his jacket. But these people, like in the Duke Dennis situation, similarly, not same allegations, are willing to get these things out of their mind, say whatever the case may be for these situations, just say fuck these situations totally because they are enamored with somebody that they ultimately do not know because they have some sort of talent. Willing to spend $1,000, $1,111 to be exact, to get a picture with somebody that you do not know, just for him to imitate taking your panties off or pretend as if he's the baby daddy in a baby reveal type of situation. Those are pictures that you would take with
Bro, this guy Chris Brown is getting paid bank to hold cheeks, bro. Every man's dream.
the father of your child, not some sort of celebrity, is totally insane. For some reason, people are willing and able to.
I think that is the difference, to be honest, bro. I feel like men being sexualized by women could be a dream. I don't think any man, at least most men, wouldn't care if that happened to them, whereas women hate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a thing that women don't want at all.
Abandoning all logic, wits, sense, and even common sense, hell, for their favorite celebrity. I've seen videos of the Chris Brown meet and greets and his stage performances with the different women that he has on stage. It looks
Never let your girl go to a Chris Brown concert. As soon as she goes, just know your girl's gone, bro. Long gone.
nasty to me. Quickly, what separates Chris from like a Bonnie Blue in this situation? And not that I'm putting 100,000% of the blame on Chris Brown here. He does hold some blame because he does play into these sexualized situations and conversations, but that'll never be justification for if something goes bad on one of these tours. But as somebody who is a willing participant in the debauchery, are you not thinking about your own health, safety, and well-being? Like, I'm not even saying inherently he's dirty, but if he
Nah, me, bro. Trust me, bro. Chris Brown is good, bro. He's Gucci, bro. Don't worry about him, bro. He's fine.
did this for 40 shows before your show, are you taking any sort of tests? Like, there's nobody thinking properly here. This
I can guarantee you guys, Chris Brown is not getting pressured, bro. He's enjoying this.
person could be mouth burning. And nothing wrong with being mouth burning, but hey, let me protect myself at least. I shouldn't just be doing this just because it's my favorite celebrity. So let me get this straight. People throw away their public image and their public appearance for these celebrities. People throw away their health, safety, and well-being for these celebrities. And I would hope that this isn't the case, but I'm willing to be wrong. They're willing to throw away their relationships for their celebrities. Now, we've
100%.
all had these conversations at the lunch table. What if your girl was at the Chris Brown concert?
I got one question. This your girl. What you doing to her?
She's not your girl, bro. She's not your girl.
Staying or leaving?
A tale as old as time. What happens if you get pulled up onto the stage with a Glorilla, with a Cardi B, with a Meg Thee Stallion, and they twerk the life out of you? Maybe that's the closest way that I can make it for the men in this conversation, because I don't think we're allowing any of those women to choke us. And maybe if that's what you're into, but they wouldn't even do that. But that was always supposed to stay a lunchroom hypothetical. You know, group chat talk. Things to talk about at a party or whatever the case may be. Something for the hee-hees and the ha-has. But when it becomes real life and people are putting their real life relationships on the lines for celebrities, that's where the line gets drawn.
This girl took a picture with Chris Brown at Chris Brown's meet and greet and her boyfriend.
And she getting lifted? Nah, bro.
Ends up breaking up with her. Let's see the boyfriend's response. He finally responded.
Well, I'm the boyfriend, but of course I broke up with her, but she don't want to mention.
Why is he humiliating himself, bro? This could never happen to me, but even if it did, no way I'm posting, yo, I'm the boyfriend, bro. I'm the cock. And let's... It's a humiliation ritual, bro. Crazy.
That she was cheating before we even ran into this problem. The Chris Brown thing was the icing on the cake. And as far as Chris Brown go, these light-skinned, you know what? Shania, do not get on the internet and try to act like, oh, you don't need me. You don't need me. You needed me when you moved to my house. You
Brother's hurting, bro. You can hear it, bro. He's hurting.
needed me when I had to co-sign on the car for you. You needed me then, but then you go meet Chris Brown, and I broke up with your cheating ass. And the main reason that I broke up with you is because you've been cheating. This Chris Brown thing is just some extra bullshit that I've been dealing with since I met you.
At that point, you just don't give a damn about anything that goes on in your life. Not only are you willing to risk your relationship ultimately for it to end, but now you don't even got a home. You homeless, and you about to be carless. You have a car no more. You put a good man out to the curb for one night of pleasure, and not even pleasure, because I don't think Chris Brown smashed you. It was just a simple picture.
But like you said, a hoe is always a hoe, you know what I'm saying? If she was willing to go up on that stage, it was never her to begin with, you know what I mean? He was always in a bad relationship. Like he said, it was just the icing on the cake. So if you have a real one will never go up to begin with.
It wasn't like this other guy who had his girl being humped on stage by Chris Brown. But you just did that for a picture with Chris Brown, an embarrassing one at that. Why can't they just take regular pictures and potentially hold hands, throw up a peace sign, you know, Black Power fist, even just a simple hug? Why do they have to go over the top because of this celebrity that they're so infatuated with? And when we talk about going over the top, it's one thing to have a one-night experience going to see a celebrity and getting a little carried away in the audience, shouting the name, throwing the underwear, etc., etc. I probably wouldn't pick that underwear up because I don't know where it's being used from, but nonetheless, that's one thing. But dedicating your whole 180-day classroom to this specific artist seems to be a little over the top. I know a lot of y'all saw the Chris Brown classroom from last week, and it honestly rubbed me the wrong way. I could only think of it from the perspective of if I was a parent and I walked into this classroom, whether it be math, science, social studies, history, whatever the case may be, and this teacher had the lights dimmed, purple string lights going, all these Chris Brown albums on the wall, calling it the Lit Lounge, and playing Chris Brown's Take You Down while my kids are trying to learn at 8 in the morning. She said the classroom was overstuffed as well. So do y'all know what that looks like? Do y'all know what it is like to be at a classroom with 40 people listening to Take You Down by Chris Brown? Mind you, there was a dance that went with this song that is totally inappropriate for kids. So just put yourself in the frame of mind of walking into the classroom and hearing it. I wanna take you down.
That's crazy. I'm dead.
I wanna take you down. Show you what I'm about. Can I take you
Nah,
down?
bro.
Isn't that just the strangest thing to see? Whether you be a teacher or whether you be a student, I would be concerned like hell. Hell, it's no wonder that America is lagging behind when it comes to education. Students are more worried about Chris Brown because the teachers are more worried about Chris Brown and the damn education system as opposed to the actual
Yeah, guys, we're cooked, bro. Completely cooked.
education.
So I just seen a TikTok from a teacher named Miss Leggett who got a Chris Brown theme classroom, English
She gotta go, bro.
classroom, not even a music classroom, just just theming her classroom Chris Brown, which is a known abuser. Whether you like the fact he's a known abuser, whether you believe it or not, he's a known abuser. And then had Tory Bricks, Rich the Kid's baby mama fiance, call in to wish the kids the best. And then you calling it the Lit Lounge? What does Speedy be saying? Have we strayed? What are we doing?
Not the many poets, not the many essays.
Yeah, promoting a lounge in a high school is diabolical work, bro. Like, these are minors. We should not be teaching them or promoting these to the kids, bro. This gotta stop.
It's not the many writers that we have in American history who could and should potentially be looked up to. No, you have a celebrity on the wall. You have celebrities calling into your classroom. You have a lit lounge. There's some studies out there that show that being addicted to celebrities, creating these stan accounts, being parasocial with them, you know, just being overall obsessed and worshiping these celebrities is a sign of low intelligence. And based off of what's going on in politics today, mainstream media today, hell, non-mainstream media today, the internet culture as a whole today, we can see that there are a lot of low intelligence people who have an unnecessary allegiance to a bunch of different celebrities. And you would think that it would change, because what seems to be on a weekly or at least monthly basis in 2025 is that some celebrity that somebody loved is being outed for being some sort of bad person, but that's not really changing anything. These people don't give a damn about that. I wonder what it would take.
Are we blaming the artist, or are we blaming the audience, you know? Because personally, I don't think it's the artist's fault if that's how it's perceived. I think it's more of the audience to like check themselves and know, guys, this is real life. This is not a game. How does this make me look in the world? How is this affecting me? Not really. I would not put this on the artist, just because the artist is fine, you know? The artist is doing their thing.
For these people to actually, you know, champion people in their fields, people that are actually beneficial to their lives and don't just give them that entertainment factor. But until then, we're gonna have classrooms themed like this, people taking their panties off at meet and greets like that, and women saying that they are ready, willing, and able to suck Duke Dennis's meat slab on film. That's just so crazy.
Find out. Look, no hands, I don't care.
Wild. Wild. Nah, guys, that's the video. I think, guys, the main takeout from this is just, at the end of the day, guys, these are real people. So let's just treat them like normal people. If you wouldn't do this to your boyfriend in public, don't do it to these guys. It's kind of crazy. Find your standards. Let's be professional. Yo, what's up? Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, hit that like button. Also, we're doing daily uploads, so please hit that subscribe button and keep up to date, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below. See you in the next.
Amen.